Hello everybody, I am Zauberhaft, this is ANZ. That means the whole lot of options has been fulfilled to proceed with our Diablo 3 run-through Act 5 for the very first time with my wizard, whose name is Andre, which is basically the primary character of one of my fiction stories I'm writing on the background of my life. Yes, that's right. Sometimes I have a hobby, a strange interest in writing some fantasy stories. Maybe someday I will go ahead and publish them somewhere. Well, who Andre basically is? He is a renegade king that is basically a dark mage simultaneously. But he's running throughout the world trying to do something almost just like the Nephilim, almost just like Diablo. Well, that has nothing to do with Diablo though, because I have imagined that character when I was kind of I don't know, when I invented him, I was still at school. I don't remember. Maybe it was like 7th grade or 6th grade, which equals to my age of 12 or 13, not actually more. So there was no Diablo 3 Reaper of Souls back in that day. Well, what am I supposed to say? Is that we are going to jump out right into the action to proceed our journey across the blood marsh that looks almost like that one from Mortal Kombat series. I'm not sure. Maybe I'm supposed to be telling you stories about my characters, because of course that's common truth. Everybody names characters, and that name has a lot of background behind it that is not revealed to the...
This is not the passage I am searching for.
This is not the passage you're searching for. This is not the passage I'm searching for. And where does that goes? Passage to caverns. Am I supposed to kind of investigate that, even that is not of use? Ooh, looks like the local guys are not that much happy with my interference.
I have uncovered an obscure and ancient tome in whose pages is recorded an impossible tale. The secret history of a race called the Nephilim, gods by another name, and their ruined civilization in the West. If this is true, how could all signs of these Nephilim be lost, but for the record of this single tome?
If only Leah had never... You are not the one I've been waiting for. Just another of the sickly children. Do not worry. I will end your misery.
Oh, who said that? Calmar. Who's Calmar? There he is, the Calmar. Well, I'm guessing I will be in need of those things around.
Ancestors, gifted with long life, magic, and abilities far beyond ours. Yet they were still men. I wonder if these pages hold the key to unlock their powers once again.
You are stronger than I expect. I have lived since the beginning. Trust me, and I may find...
Well, looks like I did not give him a chance to even say what he wanted to say. Sorry, mister. You have assaulted a wrong person. I'm a king warlock. That's what the word is. I have finally got that word. It's called warlock. That's what Andre is. Now that's slightly alternated my own name, actually. I'm still thinking of some more fictionary name for that. Anyways.
When I look upon our weakened offspring, I'm filled with rage. Killing them is a mercy, but one I have been unable to extend to my...
This is definitely not the right entrance.
Okay, you have already said that, haven't you? You can read the signs, I guess. You have everything fine with geometry. Oh, how much damage do I have with that in rage. Oh, okay. Just some sort of 50k plus or averagely. So this is the background story of my wizard, of how he has been created. I have tried with all my efficiency to make him look as similar as he could possibly be to the character of my own fiction story. Yes, I'm not speaking too much about this, and I'm not going to be mentioning it anymore in further casts because, you know... Oh, whoa, really? I could not even imagine that would happen. Alright. Because that's kind of future. I'm not going to post that as a kind of... well, if I ever write something, I don't want that to look like some sort of fan fiction story or anything like it. I'm supposed to make it serious enough, and to make it serious enough, I am kind of supposed to get my own life experience to actually have something to write. You're supposed to kind of be efficient with that. It's not about some cool years story with some childish... Oh, what is that? Who's dragging me like this? There are no bosses. I have killed them all, haven't I? And you're still vomiting those buckets at me. Stop. Alright, that's brilliant, that's super.
I must find another guide stone to determine which sigil is the correct one.
Oh. It's so unpredictable, mister. You're finding those sigils and trying to say whether those are correct. But I will still investigate the whole entirety of those passages. Winding Cave. Probably that has nothing to do with the passages, but still, that's another dungeon. Oh, that looks rather nice. Everything but that
just warming up.
everything but that West March dungeon looks new. Looks something different from the whole entirety of remaining acts. So I see that the Blizzard Entertainment have done a great job actually making this act for Diablo 3 players. Well, that's what the Blizzard are famous for. They're kind of making really efficiently beautiful games out there. I don't remember what Let's Player that was, but he said, hey, if you're playing Blizzard games, you are a victim, because your soul has become stolen. Well, I'm remastering his words. He said that in a slightly different manner out there, but hey, I can't agree more. Whoa, what is this? Larvas.
Your grave awaits.
Oh, that's a lot of larvae on his back. Mr. Zerg, will you try? Whoa. I remember such a boss battle in StarCraft 2 Hardest Warm, actually. I don't remember the name of that monster out there, but that was a giant swarm host that spitted up some banelings from his back all the way around. Well, that's another feature if you are playing Blizzard games. You are gonna encounter a lot of references in between their games. Well, I'm not saying anything new now, like almost anything. I'm not sure if somebody... if you have not heard it yet, then here you go. If you are playing Blizzard games, you might have your nice jolly time actually trying to see that in every single game published by Blizzard Entertainment, there is a reference to other games. There are a lot of references in Warcraft to StarCraft and Diablo. There are a lot of references in Diablo to Warcraft and StarCraft. It's like a universal truth. Whoa, that's a lot of damage. Well, that's a lot of damage, I should say. It's not even oriented to any single stat. It does not have any profile stat, no dexterity, no intelligence, no strength, and no vitality. Chance to inflict bleed. Oh, that's not too much, but still bearable. And that's all physical. Flesh terror. Okay. I will stack that into my stash because it might be a really interesting thing to use for my other characters at least. They definitely don't have this much damage on any weapon of theirs. Now, don't place it over here. You have special place for any gems like that. And some more resources. I still hope I get enough of those. And I get that reusable parts. Yeah, I also got Forgotten Soul. I believe you get those if you try to salvage items that are above level 65 or so. But I suddenly got that material from it. I got only one of these ever since. So let's march onwards. What is this? What is so curious about this place? There's much more music. There's much more music in Act 5, I should say. And that's for sure. If you ever played on through any Blizzard game, you might also have noted that any add-ons, any DLCs Blizzard publish for their games have much more enhanced musical tracks. There are a lot of nice musical tracks in Warcraft Frozen Throne as compared to just original Reign of Chaos. The soundtrack for Lord of Destruction of Diablo 2 is much more rich than the original soundtrack for Diablo 2. Oh yeah, that's what I'm talking about. And actually, there are a lot beautiful tracks for the background in StarCraft 2 as well. I mean, Wings of Liberty has had quite a nice soundtrack in the background, but there are a lot of nice tracks out there in StarCraft 2 Heart of the Swarm. So that's what the Blizz are doing. Their DLCs are actually worth it. Even though sometimes they do cost pretty much more than even the first game. I remember purchasing Diablo for 1,000. 1,000 rubles, I believe it equals to I don't know, some sort of $35 or something like this. Well, not sure because I'm not in the know of current ratio on that.
Didn't see that coming.
And actually, even the standard version of Reaper of Souls is almost twice as expensive. So, you're gonna be careful, ladies and gentlemen. If you get trapped in that terrible business of playing Blizzard Entertainment games, you're probably gonna waste a lot of money on that. Though I would say it's not that big of a waste. Because everything you'll see is quite enjoyable. Well, at least if you get that positive attitude to things. Because normally, you know, when I first purchased Diablo and started to play it, well, I found it actually really depressing. Because it was really terrible. I mean, not in terms of balance, but you almost could not beat down any single monster as long as you start playing on Inferno, and there were there was enrage in every single monster. If you don't kill the monster within 4 minutes or so, your health would start to decrease really rapidly all by itself. Even if you only approach the monster, you're not fighting with him, you're running from him, but your health decreases really rapidly to the hugest extent I have ever seen. And those monsters' affixes all the way around are quite depressing when you The most terrible monster affix combination I have ever seen before the patch is actually Arcane Enchanted, Vortex, and Frozen. Oh, what is this?
Your grave awaits.
So, the monster normally would spread up those Arcane Enchanted stuff. Ooh! Well, probably I don't want to open that quite yet. I remember what happened the previous time. Oh, are you guarding this Bogan Overlord? Are you already guarding it? Are you the legit guardian of the chest? I suppose so. But you're not that resilient after all. I killed you really nice. Yeah, he was a guardian after all. I was about to think that this was a fanfare to my victory. Whoa, it's actually some heroic tracks in the background. Thanks for that, Blizz. That's really encouraging while you're playing. You feel stronger with every step you progress with. Epic music, ladies and gentlemen. Oh man, it's like London Symphonic Orchestra playing in the background over here. Oh god. Very well. Sorry about the hands, they're too busy, I cannot burst out applauding. Oh, some more lashing creepers. Yeah, I remember you from Act 3. You don't pose any threat to me. Oh man, Nephilim. What else could it be doing? That's a proper job for the Nephilim. Killing rats. That would be really, really intriguing if a rat drops a legendary or collectible. Where would the rat get it from? But I guess that is no point. There is no point in questioning that. Oh! Oh, that's curious. So that was another entrance after all, I believe.
Know if this is the right passage.
Oh, he doesn't know. I believe it is. It looks like it after all. Whoa! That's a lot of space all the way around. I'm not sure if I'm clearing this. I'm not sure if I can clear this up. Well, that reminds me of Kuros Jungle. All things considered, there was a location under Kuros City in Diablo 2 that kind of united two locations. So there was a dungeon out there under Kuros Bazaar and Upper Kuros. It was just one hell of a dungeon. It was really huge. It was crazily huge. Boom! Is that the thing I'm supposed to take down? Oh, they're spitting from the top of this at me. What are these guys? They almost look like Kroots from Warhammer 40k. Well, I know there is a holy war between Warhammer and StarCraft. That there is something. That there is a lot they have to have. Well, a lot they have to quarrel about. But that's just not my concern. There's a lot of stuff going on around here. A lot of monsters to kill. I hope they at least drop something to me.
How's that for you?
What is that? Reusable material? And another tower. Show me the last one.
Now I know which sigil marks the correct passage.
Finally. Like a flash of insight. Very well. something is done especially for Nephilim. Without any explanations on that, how does this mechanism know I'm a Nephilim? Oh, why even question that? And actually monsters in that place looks almost like partially with a mind of their own. They're not actually zombies, they're buggets. I mean, they have a sort of intelligence if they know how to use blowpipes. But I have to clear this location, right? Oh, there must be some sort of event out there I'm missing. I'm not even sure. But there is supposed to be an event. Oh, what are you doing? Go and die. How is that a regular mob just simply goes out and spits something at a king of wizards? No, I mean, Andrew is no king of wizards. That does not have any correlation to my fiction stories. But this character is a wizard, and judging by the crown, a king after all. I don't know, maybe that's supposed to be a kind of a backstory behind my character. The King of Wizards. Actually, when a child, I mean, a lot of children are trying to cosplay kings or queens or princesses, whatever. But I have never ever imagined myself as a king. Oh, what's that? I thought that was a person I'm supposed to rescue. But not that much of a friend in need after all. Okay, get your share of blood. I don't care. So when a child, I've never tried to pose myself as a king. I mean, there is no caverns of Luray. Well, I'm guessing I will have to defeat that boss pack first. What am I doing? Whoa, half health down already, right in the spot. Stop it! I want to fight! Not running! I want fighting! Yeah, finally! We got some fighting over here. Why are you delaying this? Oh, why? You see, they're just buying time for themselves. And why am I this slow? Are they spitting something really bad? Oh man, there are traps all around the place. Alright, should have known that. Oh, that's what they're doing. I'm probably not supposed to step on that trap over here unless I want to get slowed really, really bad. Whew! Well, that one was not particularly strong. But that one just bought a lot of time for himself. Okay, that's interesting. Everything depending on the monster's affixes. And there's a fourth one too. Oh, there are a lot of these things scattered around. Alright. What's the correct one? With the waves.
Blood magic. Even in my time, few of the Viserai mages were mad enough to consider it.
Blood magic.
This is not the passage I am searching for.
Yes, Mr. Obi-Wan Kenobi said about this.
I have always wondered how much Adria relied on Diablo's power instead.
I will bring the light
Whoa.
of Zakharum to the heathens. Here in the east, the power of Zakharum wanes, but in the west it will rise, stronger and greater than ever. Yet I have another purpose. The lost Nephilim city of Corvus lies in the west. I will find it.
Okay, sorry about that, guys.
Your grave awaits.
I don't think that's all that necessary to let you listen to a whole lot of those stories and the background of this game. If you are watching this, most likely you are a player already, so you know everything about it. Or you will know. since I'm making videos, I'm a little bit slower on actually beating down that 5th act. This is when I'm doing it for the first time. And I'm not using any other character to beat Act 5 either. It's like a promise I have given to myself that my first character is supposed to be first in beating Act 5. It is supposed to be the first in beating Malthael. And that's what I will follow.
Adria birthed these golems from the blood marsh. Their bodies were formed from the water and earth of the marsh itself, while the venom of the marsh creatures gave them life. Their very skin seems to burst with the poison of this land.
Where am I supposed to go? You see, those locations out here have actually ceased being all that linear after all. And I should say those locations
I can't pick up anything else.
prior to that one in the previous episodes always seemed kind of a straightforward line. Flesh Shaman, what is it doing?
I'm just warming up.
Is he summoning all that crap at me? And some more. But there's a lot of stuff. I kind of want to get to my city. I kind of want to get back to town, but you are not allowing me to. Oh, there's even a local terrible guy over here. Come on, get over here! I know you have that burning tail behind you, but I'm not going into it. You will have your share. You're not killing me, at least not today. What is dropped off him?
If only they could see me now. Can't carry more.
I could have sworn I have seen something. Have I got it? Oh yeah, that's actually a fancy legendary belt. Okay, let's return. Let's return and see. Well, I'm getting quite a lot of legendaries, I should say. Normally I would just I have said that a lot of times. Blizzard are actually really greedy sometimes. They're not giving their legendary stuff all that easy. And I would only get some kind of 1 or 2 legendaries per act if I run on through the entire act. And sometimes I'm not even getting even 1 legendary on 1 run. Ah, well, that's cute. That's what I will use. Oh, for sure I will use that. That's nice. So, the crudest boots with abyssal dye. Let me get it over here. That's my old boots. I'm just gonna remember what I have. This has no socket. I want that socket because I played a lot, but I did not manage to get that Hellfire ring for my characters, for my intelligence characters. So, well, I have intelligence Hellfire rings, but they are basically worthless on their stats. No, you're not getting this. You are going straight over here and transmogrify them into these crudest boots. Oh man, it's a lot of gold wasted. But hey, these don't look all that nice. I will go use an abyssal dye on them so that they do look really awesome. That's what it looks like, sure. If there is a customization for the characters, it should be used. Because there is no other word for it, but awesome. And there's the last thing of surprises. I've been keeping it for lunch. Whoa, actually it has damage. Lightning skills deal a lot more damage. Oh, are they considering it? A lot of intelligence, vitality, and resistances. Only because that one has % of life and armor. Blocking, dodging, and being hit causes you to discharge bolt of electricity that deal... Bolts of electricity that... Whoa, that's curious. Okay, I have a sorceress out there. Maybe I will use that for her, because that doesn't get me too much damage, and I'm oriented not oriented on lightning, but this looks really nice. Really nice and efficient. I will level her up to level 68 and use that on her, because that seems efficient. My sorceress out there is oriented totally 100% to lightning spells, and that will help her out a lot. So is that all? I'm returning really quickly because there are a lot of gear pieces scattered around all over the place. All over the place. And there are even more. Why is it dead silence? I have not cleared this particular crypt of yet. You are next. Your death comes. Oh, what is this? Is that some sort of a demonic summoning circle? I guess so. It looks like it. Looks all like it. Kill the phantasms prior to anything else. I don't like them. They hide inside the walls and trying to attack me from the unreachable places. And there's a lot of environment moving around. Those displays with weapons. Reliquary of Nephilim. Okay. You want some battle? You want to die? I will give you a proud death. Come on! Gather over here and get blasted into pieces. Heroic music on the background.
Take this for your troubles.
Oh, thanks a lot. Looks rich. And a lot of stuff in here too. Whoa. It's like the only place you're supposed to farm is the Act 5 now. Because it has a lot of stuff in it. If not the legendary items, it's gonna be a lot of resources. A lot of resources. Actually, whenever you grab over here, you can salvage for resources. And that's what you want to do.
Hear that? Sounds like a million chattering teeth.
Oh, really? I want to find those teeth then. And look, there's... Is that like no single guardian has remained over here? Oh, there is something.
You dare attack me?
Who are you talking to? These look like mindless monsters.
Not this.
We founded a settlement near the Western Sea. It will grow to be a great city in time. Now that my people are settled, I can begin my own search for the ruins of the Nephilim city, Corvus. The tome implied that it was near this very region.
And there's a nice story about the Nephilim on the background as well. I like that. Don't you attack me, because I can do the same to you as well. You're not gonna be glad about all this. Okay, get that. You know, roaring is not all you have to defeat a wizard. Well, as Gandalf from the Lord of the Rings would say, just the fact you have bitten a sorcerer doesn't mean you have beaten a sorcerer. Whatever that means. Go ask Gandalf if you are interested in it. Alright.
Need to go back.
Looks like it's gonna take a while just to clear this area of everything. And Adria is lurking somewhere inside. Very well then. I hope I will find her soon enough in the next episode of my first run through Diablo 3 Act 5. Oh man, what is that I'm supposed to say about this? It has been really, really awesome so far. My first run through Act 5 is continuing on. And I'm almost hitting level 69. It's not going to be long before I actually get my level 70. I will see what I have with it. I hope not too much death, though. Oh, what am I speaking about? It's all about death. I'm fighting against the very death. Isn't that the implication the Blizzard wanted me to percept from the Reaper of Souls expansion? Well then. We'll be seeing each other soon enough in a following episode. Signing out for now.